British philosopher Thomas Hobbes said, curiosity is the lust of the mind, meaning the mind basically and always suffers from many diseases and infections in the form of lusts, desires, wants, and cravings. And one of the dangerous infections or lusts of the human mind can always be considered to be curiosity, or the desire for constant knowledge and incessant wisdom under all circumstances and situations that sometimes leads the whole of humanity and all of us into troubles, sufferings, sorrows, and unwanted dangers that obviously threaten our whole existence in one way or another. And that means curiosity has always been one of the fundamental, indispensable, and unavoidable problems associated primarily with the human mind that just cannot be dealt with, because we're all human by nature, and because we have a psychology, we're addicted to knowledge. We are going to have to acquire and gain knowledge of some kind or some fashion so that we can derive constant meaning, significance, and worth from that knowledge into ourselves that translates into our actions in one way or another. And that means man cannot live without knowledge because all men by nature desire knowledge. They want more knowledge than they already need or than they have in the present, because as I mentioned earlier, no man on earth exclusively in modern society can afford to live without knowledge, because it's an addiction and a drug, and we are its consumers. Now, knowledge also has its own limitations, problems, difficulties, and challenges that we're not always willing to consider or take into account, because we always believe if we have enough knowledge, or if we just conquer this barrier of knowledge and acquire more and more of it, then we're somehow going to become happy, satisfied, content, alongside meaningful, worthy, significant, when in reality our constant and unstoppable curiosity and search for knowledge everywhere and in everything has led us into desperation, frustration, anger, aggression, envy, hate, etc., that has now become unavoidable, because we know so much and so little about ourselves, our inner being, that we just cannot help. There is so much unnecessary information and detail in the world that we are basically imposed upon these details. So everything external has been imposed upon us as a form of vital or indispensable knowledge, and we have consumed it. Now it has become